glad you could join us on this edition of Aviation This Week on Channels Television. I'm Bukola Joe Oketumbi. Local travel figures are rising and international numbers are dipping. That's from the Bureau of Statistics report on air transportation in Q1 of 2017. On the program, we seek answers on this trend. Plus, the Nigerian Air Force seeks to up its safety game, and Nigeria says it's optimistic of retaining the Category 1 rating. That's this edition in review.
Air transport connects people and cultures all over the world. It gives businesses access to new markets on all continents. Any major airport has lots of customers, most of them passengers. Moving those people to their ultimate destinations required 20 international airlines and 6 domestic airlines, which collectively make up the airport's daily arrivals and departures. The Lagos and Abuja international airports and other local terminals handled about 15.2 million passengers in 2016, but in the first quarter of 2017, about 2.6 million traveled through the airports, representing 31.3% drop when compared to the previous quarter. 67.3% were domestic passengers traveling within Nigeria, and the rest were international, entering or leaving Nigeria. Lagos remains the busiest domestic airport, accounting for 698,000 domestic passengers. There were 311,261 fewer domestic passengers to travel through Abuja, and this was largely due to the closure of the Abuja airport in March this year. Here at the General Aviation Terminal in Lagos, passengers are headed for destinations within Nigeria. There's a rise in ticket demands, and most passengers express their opinion on the aviation industry.
Yeah, it has improved tremendously, and you can see there are no more air crashes now and again like we used to have in the past. There's a revolution of sorts. Of course, in infrastructure, there is a paradigm shift from what it used to be. It's a revolution of sorts. You can see what we have here in same replica of semblance of what we have in overseas, in South Africa, in America, in other areas. There is a total change from what we used to know, from the ramshackle, dirty environment we used to have. This is a far neater situation now. So there is a change positively, and I commend the federal government for this effort.
Basically the facilities around the airport, talk of the roads, we see a lot of potholes around. The convenience not very okay. Aside that, generally the airport environment is very good. Security-wise, very good as well.
Thank you very much.
In all, I think it's getting better. I believe maybe because the airlines now know that everybody wants a value for their money. The days of cancelled flights, unnecessarily delayed flights are actually phasing out a little. They have better aircrafts. We've not had any air crashes in some 2-3 years, and that's a good thing, and that's a good sign. And our airports are looking better. At least the air conditioners are working. The restrooms are still, well, maybe not exactly neat, but at least you get satisfaction for the value of the money you spend. I know they said that the foreign exchange market and things had affected them because almost everything about the airlines is denominated in dollars, and the value of dollar is not fixed. It's always moving up to the disadvantage of naira. So, but I think the airlines, in all, are better than they were before. The ones that were not ready had been phased out naturally.
Following the upsurge in local passenger traffic, is this really translating into profits for the domestic carriers?
Honestly, it will not be so significant. And why it will not be so significant is this. The government needs to give them a lot of support. Support in the sense that when you look at the total fare of a ticket, 60% of it is made up of taxes and charges. If they can reduce it, then the airline will have a better return, considering the fact that the cost of funds for them is equally more expensive. I think the government needs to intervene. Rather than see more and more of our local domestic carriers collapse and die, I I think the government needs to intervene.
On the long run, what most airlines want is for this increase in local traffic to translate into profits.